I do like that hoes.
So that was making that first video was making a network, as we had three separate different networks. The first one was pretty much connecting all of one network to this. Now what we're going to do is we're going to set IP routes onto the routers so that the networks can talk to each other. So if let's see. So the reason I got that error the first time was because I had to do it on the router, it's the Blackwell router. Did it there, did it there. Now theoretically speaking, I should be able to ping this bitch now. But bam! Look at that! Look at that! Look at that! We could motherfucking ping the Blackwell router. So let's see if these two routers can speak to each other. Probably not. So let's see if we add, what's the ports on these? Was it 10, 11? Eh, serial 0. This one is serial 0 as well. Okay. So let's see. I'm not fully sure, but I'm just doing theoretical IP route. 0.0.0.0.0.0.0.0. It was 0, 0, right? Okay, just making sure. Mute. So, okay, we see that I decided fuck the switch because the switch wasn't layer 3, so there's no way I would have even got routing on all. I would have had fucking. It wasn't a layer 3 switch for me to do routing between 3 networks either way. So I went back to it and I said, fuck it. I changed in a real life situation. Each of these right here, these interfaces, would be different. It would be the CT side, the ciphertext side of the attack lane, so the IP would be different. And so that's what I did. I originally had all the IPs. I tried to put them all on the same on the same 10.102 scheme. As you see, so instead I changed it. I have for the nibber side 10.102 scheme for the sipper. Shit. I have 11.102 scheme, as you can see here. And then for the mission secret, I have 12.102 scheme. And because in reality, they will be on 3 different networks either way that connected to the black core router. And now I have to add the IP route so that they can talk here. So let's do. I got a little thing right here. All right, fuck it. I gotta hurry before I go. I'm trying to leave. Fuck router rip. And oops, IP route. Let me get out of this shit. And it should be next hop. And then now should be fucking one, I think. And now this should be able to talk to that. Give it a second. Bitch. Perfect. And as you see here, I was adding IP routes for each network, as you see here, from the 10 zeros, the 11 zeros, and 12 zeros. 10, 11, 12, as you see, for each next hop, which is dot two of each one. I made it in the same third and fourth quad text, so it'd be easier. And 29.2.45.0 IP route from the router to the next hop for all of these. Same thing for this one. And the nipper I already had. And then I did, yeah, I accidentally added 177. And as you can see now, I can ping from the back core to every computer. Almost every computer. So it never seems good. Zipper's fucked. Oh, now it works. Mr. Secret is good. I'm pretty sure I know why. And that should be why. So what I'm doing right now, I'm removing all the old IPs because I saw what was wrong Right now, there's no IPs on the Nipper router. On the black core, we had a bunch of ones because I messed up the last octet of the IP routes for the cipher. So there should be 6 for this one, for this router, because it's connecting to all 3. And then 2, there'll be 4 on the Nipper and the Mr. Secret. So right now we have, you can see the 10.0 refers to Nipper router, which is, and then that's for this network, and the 137 is for all of these. 11.0 for this right here, and then oops, I see I did wrong. This is wrong. I did the same fucking shit. So let me re-erase that real quick. This should be 22.113.177. I haven't tested it, but I'm pretty sure it'll work now. And then 22.113 is all of these networks. As you can see, 113, 177, 113. Add, did it again. It's going to be 176. So 11.102, 22.113, 176. 11, the 3 octets, 22.113. And we got 10.0 and 137 for these. 2033, 137, 233, 177. And then 10.102.2.10. Fourth octet is always 0. And then we got over here 29.245, 29.245, and the 12.10, 102.2. That's 0, I mean, is that. So theoretically speaking, let's make sure everything can still connect. Yep. Make sure at least one computer from each. Yep. Yep. And by doing this, we know that the computer can send traffic from the switch to the route to this switch to that router, and for each one, obviously. So now we know that the switches connect to their individual router. Let's see if a switch can talk to the other one. Bam. Make sure they can talk back. And this is easy. So this is an easy way to know that if there's a problem, somebody can't ping where that problem lays at. Because like if this computer can talk to this router, but not this router, you know that the problem lies between right here. Especially because there's no switch involved. It's just the 2 ports. So maybe the IP is wrong or some of the mask is wrong. And if you know if these computers can't talk, it's because of the switch. I don't know if I did this already. So now that we know all the networks are good up to their individual router, now let's see if they can talk to black core router. Bam. Take one from each black core. Make sure the black core can talk back. Just to confirm. Yep. Oops, that's not what I meant, but okay. Yep. Now this is all on one VLAN. So that's why there's no inner VLANing. There's no VLANs created, I mean, because it would only be because there's no inner VLANs within all this. We're not inner VLANing. So that's why that switch is not there no more. In reality, we usually use 2 VLANs, so there will be a switch connecting all of these, but instead we're just using the router because it's only on one VLAN. And I'll make another video as if we were going to add VLANs to it, which would change up this little portion because they would connect to a switch for all of them to connect. A layer 3 switch, actually. So, and we can make sure right there. Whatever. So, let's see. So we know right now all this can connect there, all this can connect there, all this can connect there. So the goal is to see if this can talk to that and so on. So let me make sure I have all my, make sure the IP routes. I don't think I did the IP routes on this one. Okay. So it would be 22.113.177.0, 255.255.255.0, and that's talking to 11. Oops, I did that wrong. Supposed to be should be 4. 11 to 29 and 12 to 113. Yeah, messed up again. See, a simple mess up like this will make it fail. Pocket Beach. Pretty sure there's 5 now. Five, 5. So 11. Okay, we're back, and I realized what I did wrong. So I removed all the IP routes. I'm going to do it again. So IP route. So the third piece of each thing, which is the first one is usually the IP address. So we're going to do 11.0.0.0.255.0.0.0, which is all the IPs within the zipper network. And the third one would be the next hop, which is, as you see, I labeled these gigaports so it's easier for me to remember. And as you see, I was doing the 11.102.2.11 in this spot, so 10. And then for both networks, and then you're going to do the actual networks with all the computers in it. So that would be 22.113.176.0, if I remember. Yes. And then the next one, which is 29.2.45.0. And this is going to be the same thing, but for each hop. Let's see if I messed up on them. Yeah, I messed up on them anyway. Oh no, I didn't. So 10.0, which is this end, to the next hop. 137.0, next hop. 11.0, this hop. 11.22, 12.12, 29.245. And this one needs the same thing, just vice versa. I don't think there's any routes on this one. Remove that fucking. See how I first learned it was like you had the port, and then I realized that's like for one network, or you have a one router to router, but if you got multiple, there's no point. And I don't like the way it looks with a bunch of shitload numbers. So 22.233. 113. Now originally my nipper. Now let's zoom back out. Now originally my nipper could fucking ping. Let's see. Making sure my black core can still ping to the other end. So let's see. Oh. Oh. So as you see, we are successfully able to ping to the other side. So anything can ping anything. Now all three networks can ping. Even though this is like a program on a computer and I can save it, the only way in this fucking thing that it would freaking not save is if I freaking delete it. I'm gonna save it anyway. We have been successful today. So this full network, three computers are able to talk to three different networks. You got the 10 network, 11.0, 12 network. And technically the VLAN, this is all on the same VLAN, technically. It's all on one VLAN. That's why you didn't have to add the VLAN. I didn't have to add a VLAN to it because it's all really on VLAN 1. All of these are on VLAN 1, so they're all connected. Now, the only difference is if I had another VLAN, I would have to add a switch in here because these don't have enemies. and the 3-layer switch sucks on this program. But overall, we did good today. Tomorrow, I'm gonna get the network diagram for my gunny, and I'll make it more accurate of what we're gonna be doing. Obviously, I've seen the IP address just a little bit, but like the physical network, like I put an IP on this fucking. This is not how it's gonna look like in the thing, and because we don't have the tax lanes on this program, this shit right here wouldn't really exist. And these little 3 networks would all be on 10.102 because they're gonna be connecting to a gray switch. Right, it would be connected to the enemy in his black core router, which would be a switch, so it wouldn't be like this. It wouldn't be different networks. But yeah, we did good.